Gantt charts are great for visually representing performance against a target. They are also known as speedometer charts because they look similar to a car's speedometer. To begin, we will create the base of the Gantt chart using a donut chart. Follow the steps. Select the data from the range A8 to A27. Go to the Insert tab. Under Charts, select the donut chart. You will see a donut chart with 20 segments. Now adjust this chart to look like into segments from low range to high range. Remove the chart title legend. Adjust the size of the chart. Select the first segment and start coloring from dark red, representing the low range, and gradually lighten the colors to shift to the mid range with the amber color, and then to the high range by coloring with green colors like this. And then for the below portion, second semicircle, fill with no fill for the balance 10 segments. Next, we need to modify this donut chart to resemble a gauge. For that, we need to add an overlapping pie chart series. Right click on the chart and click on Select Data. Click on Add. Select the series name as pie. Select the series range as D10 to F10. Right click on this series and click on Change Series Chart Type. Put this pie series on the secondary axis. Again right click on this pie series and click on Format Data Series. Set the angle of first slice as 270 degrees and the donut hole size to 0%. Using Ctrl plus right arrow, select the first slice of this series and fill with no color. Again press Ctrl plus right arrow to select the second slice and fill with some contrasting color, say black color, so that it stands out as a needle. Ctrl plus right arrow, again fill with no color for the third slice. If you want to improve the needle, you can add the border to the second slice of the series. Now that both the donut chart and the needle are in place, format them for better visualization. Remember that the D10 cell is linked with the actual progress figure. You can customize the gauge to fit your needs by adjusting the ranges, needle value, and even adding data labels. This makes your gauge chart more informative and visually appealing. And there you have it, a gauge chart or speedometer chart in Excel, made easy. You can use this chart to track progress towards a target, making it a great tool for dashboards and performance reports. Let's consider this example where we have the market share for different product categories in a store. We want to visualize this data using a pie chart to understand the percentage contribution of each category to the total sales. Select the range of cells that contain the data. In this case, it would be from B7 to C12. Go to the Insert tab on the ribbon. Click on the pie chart icon in the charts group. You will see few options like 2D pie, 3D pie, donut, etc. Select the 2D pie chart for a simple and clear representation. Once the pie chart is created, you can customize it to make it more visually appealing. Add data labels, format data labels, change colors, add or edit the chart title, etc. Okay. For more advanced users, Excel offers several other customizations. 3D pie chart. To add more depth, you can choose the 3D pie chart from the pie chart options. This gives a three-dimensional effect. Explode a slice. You can highlight a particular slice by exploding it. Just click on the slice you want to explode and drag it slightly away from the center. Here's the data we'll be working with, which is having the actual and the balance figures for each of the metrics. We will create a progress chart that shows the percentage achieved and the remaining balance for each metric. To create this progress circle chart, we need to create the donut chart with some segments like this for visual appeal. Select the data range from A4 to A13 with 10 cells with content as 1. Go to Insert tab, click on Donut Chat. Remove the legend and color the segments with some blue color like this. Link the chat title to the first item in the table, that is productivity. Right click on the chat, select data, click add here. Select the series name as productivity and values as C6 to D6. Okay, now we need to overlap the series. Select the chat, right click on the second series, click on change series chart type. Now put the second series on the secondary axis. Select the first segment of the second series and click on format data point and fill this with no fill. Select the second segment of the second series, format it to fill with white color and with transparency 30%. Okay, and add a shape or a text box for the value in the center of the chat. Now link it with the achievement cell for the series and format the font for better visibility. And it's visually appealing, right? Now let us try with some variation for the second graph. Repeat the same steps for creating the first donut chat with these 10 segments. Select the chat and paste it 3 times so that it would look like this. Remove legend. Right click on any series and click on format data series and then adjust the donut hole size, say 45%. Right click the chat, select data, click on this add, select the series name as timesheet and the values as C7 to D7. Click OK. Now we need to overlap the series for this. Select the chat, right click on the timesheet series, click on change series chart type, put this series on the secondary axis, repeat the same steps as previous one. Select the first segment of the timesheet series and click on format data point, fill it with no fill. Select the second segment of the same series, format it to fill with white color and with transparency 30%. Add a shape for the value in the center of the chat, link it with the achievement cell for the series and format the font for visibility. Similarly, you can try this type of chat for the leaves metric. And that's it. You have just learned how to create donut plus pie combo charts in Excel to track progress for multiple metrics. This is a great way to visually display progress in an easy to read format. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and subscribe to our channel for more Excel tips and tutorials. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.